Hey everyone, Andrew back again, and welcome to another update. And this is kind of at a different angle this time around than my normal updates have been recently. That is because I have a couple of merchandise things to show you guys, so it was a little bit easier for me to film this way. So I do apologise for the crappy background in this update, but yeah, it's kind of whatever. So let's get started. So this update has a bunch of stuff. It has an almost completed franchise, and it has some rare and out of print stuff, plus some merchandise. So yeah, let's get started. So the first couple of items are a couple of pieces that I have seen a few fellow YouTubers show off in videos before, and I've always wanted to add this to the collection. It's the Copper Bones and Doubloon set from the movie The Goonies. Really happy to have come across these from a local seller for a pretty good price, and the detail on them is really good. I'm really happy with them. I believe they're made out of resin and pretty good quality. I am happy with them. So these will look great with my Goonies collection. The next piece of merchandise is nothing too fancy, it's just a Hellraiser pinhead mouse pad. This was like $5 on eBay, so I thought why not. Alright, and on to the movies, and keeping with the Hellraiser theme, I went ahead and picked up most of the Hellraiser sequels. So the first one we have here is Hellraiser 4 Bloodline from Umbrella Entertainment. This is the Blu-ray obviously. Then JB had a 4 for $20 DVD deal, and the 4 Hellraiser sequels were amongst them, so I thought why not, $5 each, I thought was worth it. So I picked up Inferno, Deader, Hellseeker, and Hell World. So the only one that I need now is Revelations, which I will pick up at some point. It's still a little bit pricey, but I will add that to the collection, and sometime I do plan to do a Hellraiser marathon. So yeah, despite hearing mixed things on the sequels, I am happy to almost complete another horror franchise. Alright, moving on. Next up we have the newly commissioned artwork version of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. This was the last of the Mad Max movies that I needed to pick up on Blu-ray. Well, Fury Road obviously, but that's not out yet. I do like Beyond Thunderdome. I know a lot of people don't really like this one too much, but I enjoy it. So glad to pick that one up on Blu-ray. And I have been meaning to mention in previous updates my opinions on Fury Road. I did check it out in theatres, and I thought it was really good. I did have a few issues with it. My major issue with it was the action needed to slow down, and more emphasis on the storyline and characters, especially Mad Max. Mad Max was way too much of a side character for my liking, which was kind of a shame. Don't get me wrong, Furiosa was absolutely amazing, and it was really good to see strong female characters in such a big budget action film. But yeah, I did miss the Mad Max character a little bit. But other than that, I thought it was really well done. It was definitely worthy of the Mad Max title in my opinion. But yeah, those were just a few issues that I had with it. But still, it was really good though. Anyway, moving on. So I added a few out of print and rare titles into the collection, which I haven't done for a while. So that was pretty nice. So I picked up Body Count. This is a pretty standard run-of-the-mill slasher. It's not too good to be honest, but I'd only owned it on bootleg form before, and I wanted to pick up an official release. This was really cheap on eBay, so I picked up Body Count. I haven't checked out this release yet, but from what I understand it's uncut. So yeah, I now own official DVD of Body Count. Next up we have Happy Birthday to Me, and to a lot of you, a DVD of this movie is probably nothing special, and I already own a couple of editions of this. However, this Australian DVD is extremely rare, it's long out of print, and I've never actually seen it around before. So when I came across this on eBay for $5, in excellent condition, I couldn't pass it up. This is a pretty good 80s slasher. It's not one of my absolute favourites, but for $5 I thought the Australian DVD was worthy of adding to the collection, and I'm a massive fan of the artwork. So that's happy birthday to me. The last two are Blu-rays. So we have Lady Stay Dead. And I'd actually never heard of this movie before. I just did a random rare horror Blu-ray search one day, and this came up. It's a Code Red release. It is pretty rare, and I believe it's now out of print. And this is an Australian 80s slasher style movie. And yeah, I'd never heard of it before. I still haven't checked this one out, but I'm looking forward to doing so. I just haven't had a lot of time over the past few weeks since I've got it. But yeah, I've heard this one's pretty decent, so I am looking forward to checking it out. So if you've seen it, I'm keen to hear opinions on Lady Stay Dead. And last but certainly not least is one that I never thought I'd pick up. And that's the Twilight Times Blu-ray of The Blob. This is my only Twilight Times release, and unless they release something else that I absolutely must own on Blu-ray, it will be my only one. I'm not a fan of their business practices, but I paid a little bit for this, to be honest. It was $80. Now, before you guys freak out, for me to import this when it was brand new, it would have cost me about $45. So that's half of it, and the other half went to this thing right here, which is the director Chuck Russell's signature. So $45 is what I would have paid for it brand new to import, and $35 for a director's signature I thought was you know, a pretty fair price. So for $80 I think I've done pretty well. I've seen this going on eBay for over $100 before. So, you know, I'm happy with the price I paid. This is one of my favourite 80s horror movies, and I've got to say the upgrade was worth it. I have watched this Blu-ray, and yeah, I'm really pleased that I shelled out the money for this one. Definitely worth the upgrade. So very happy with this release. Alrighty, so that does it for my end of June 2015 movie update. I cannot believe it is halfway through the year already. That's crazy. I will be back again in July with at least a couple more updates. I've got a few movies to check out before I throw them in an update, and I also have a couple of packages arriving in from Amazon, which I'm pretty excited for. There's been a lot of new release Blu-rays released lately that I have picked up, as well as some back catalogue titles that I wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray. So I cannot wait to get those Amazon packages in. It's been a while since I've ordered from Amazon, and yeah, I always like getting my packages. So that will be a future update as well, so stay on the lookout for those next month. But anyway, definitely let me know what you think of the titles I've added into the collection. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I do promise that my next update will have a much better background than this. I'll be back in the horror room, and yeah, it'll be more visually appealing. So until then, thanks for watching.